brings to mind something that the Senate chaplain said on November 22nd, 1963, when John Kennedy died. He said, "We gaze at a vacant space against the sky," which is what all of America and the world is doing now. And then he added, "But God lives, and the government of Washington still stands." David McCullough, is there any doubt, given this country, that we will, in the most important sense, get through the horror that we are witnessing now?
No doubt whatsoever. No doubt whatsoever. We are a much stronger, much more resilient, much more deeply, profoundly, truly patriotic country than we like to admit. And it's going to change the whole nature of what happens in this city of Washington in the next several days and probably for years.
We're just getting in, we're just starting to get some nighttime footage rolling in of the efforts that are going on there. This is the rubble around the World Trade Center, and actually maybe I need to be corrected, that doesn't look like nighttime, perhaps that's from earlier in the day. John, maybe you can just let me know for sure. Regardless, that is the rubble around the area of the World Trade Center. You can clearly see parts of building, all that dust that rained down, all the debris. In that debris, we saw earlier sheets of paper from the offices in there. Only a few floors of that building remaining standing. Still a fair bit of dust there. We saw in pictures from nighttime just a few minutes ago that a lot of that dust has settled. Rescue workers on the scene. There you see them there. New York Mayor Rudy Giuliani saying 300 or more firefighters believed are missing, believed dead, and dozens of police officers as well.
There's all sorts of business going on a day-to-day basis, and it's part of an overall market. They're part of a market, but they're also friends and people we talk to on a day-to-day basis. So the psychological impact is going to be enormous, and the financial impact is going to be enormous. A lot of companies that have been active participants in the market will be hurt, damaged badly.
Let me just interrupt you. We're looking at new pictures now of the rubble from the scene of Lower Manhattan that have just come into CNN. These shots taken a short while ago. Bob, finally, briefly, the financial community has had words from the Federal Reserve, from the U.S. Treasury Secretary. The key now has to be to create confidence, not only that there won't be a cash shortage or a so-called credit crunch, that basically this will not do long-standing damage to the economy.
Yes, I think there are two major things that need to be done. First of all, in the United States itself, the Federal Reserve has to take action to lower interest rates further and do so very aggressively, and I believe it will. And second, from a financial point of view, we have to now realize that some additional fiscal stimulus is going to be required. There'll be more defense spending, perhaps a tax cut. The idea of utilizing the Social Security surplus to retire bonds, the so-called lockbox, is finished. There's going to be a lot more fiscal stimulus to boost the economy and boost confidence. And the developed countries, the G7 particularly, have to work together to restore confidence by showing that they're working together on this. It's not just one country, it's the overall financial world that needs to have confidence restored, and the G7 leaders need to do that together.
Bob Hormats of Goldman Sachs, Vice Chairman of Goldman Sachs, many thanks indeed. Colleen, the pictures from Lower Manhattan, the latest of the rubble from the World Trade Center.
Yeah, and some astonishing pictures, Richard, as we look at these just in. We've seen windows blown out of police cars. We've actually seen cars on top of each other in that area in Lower Manhattan. These pictures just coming into us now of the search and rescue as it goes on tonight, right now as we speak. Jim?
And as you look at those scenes, there are a lot of people that want to see someone arrested, someone brought to justice or made to pay for what happened in the United States this day. But how in the world do you begin a criminal investigation into something like you've seen here? And who do you focus on as a suspect? Our David Inser takes a preliminary look at those issues.